Do you wonder if you can really sell your house for sale by owner without an agent? That's the question of the day. And I think we're just going to go sort of quickly through all of those steps so that you know what to expect and if selling for sale by owner is truly right for you. Hi, I'm Michelle Woollett, a licensed broker for the last 40 years, and I started listityourself.net for all of the people that have decided they're going to sell their house for sale by owner and they just need the rest of the information that the brokers and the agents have. I'm opening the gates so that you know exactly how to do it and get the result that you need. So let's go back to that question. Are you wondering if you really can sell your own home for sale by owner without an agent? What does it selling for sale by owner actually mean? It means that you are your own real estate agent. It does not mean that there will not be a real estate agent involved in the sale because most buyers do find themselves in a situation where they have contracted agent show them property, even for sale by owners. So a buyer's agent will contact you, say, I have a buyer for your property. Is it okay if I come through and bring my buyer through and see if it's something that they would like to pursue and purchase? What I want to tell you for sure, and this is the point of this video, basically, in my perspective, is that buyer's agent works for the buyer. It does not work for you. Okay. You can talk with that agent because you're going to be talking to the agent instead of the buyer. And you can answer questions for that agent. You can ask that agent questions, but you have to realize whatever you say does go back to the buyer as if you were talking to the buyer direct, because that is what a buyer's agent does. They have the fiduciary responsibility to take care of their buyer the best they can. So if you have your house listed and you're like, but we really can take $10,000 less, they have to tell their buyer that you'll take $10,000 less. So just make sure you understand that. Okay. So what are the trends that work well for selling for sale by owner? And what I mean by trends is what are the situations in the market that work well with for sale by owners? Well, if it's a seller's market is where there are not enough houses for as many buyers as we have. And that's what we've had for the last few years here. And that means if you mess it up with one buyer, there's going to be a number come through the door that is going to want to buy the house also. So you have a little bit more freedom that way. Okay. The other thing is if you're a very straightforward type of person, you can represent yourself, you know the house, you know what to tell the people, what not to tell the people, and you have a good understanding of the forms that you're going to need, and you have put your house together in a positive light, and you can do it. Okay. So those are the type of people that can do it. That's the type of house that's good for it. And so let's just run really fast through the steps on how to sell your house for sale by owner. One, you've got to find your price. And two, preparing your house, decluttering, cleaning, taking all your personal effects out of the house so that it shows well. Marketing and showings. Marketing, are you going to be able to find the websites to put your house on? Are you going to be able to write a great description about your house and then actually have the buyers come in and take a look at your property? Then you have to handle the offer. Once the buyer makes an offer, getting the correct paperwork all prepared so that that buyer can take the purchase agreement to their bank. Every state has a little bit different contracts. And so that's when you go to listityourself.net and you do purchase the workbook. It goes through all these steps and it also tells you exactly where to get all of your forms. I did not include the forms in the booklet. I thought about it long and hard, but then I decided I never would want you to have a piece of information out there that wasn't the updated version. And that's what happens if I give you a packet and then they've changed the form. So I did not include the form, but I did give you where you can get the forms. Okay. And then the closing process. Now, you do have to understand that there's help along the way if you know what to ask. And I go through that also as far as the title company is going to help you if you need help with the process and the checkpoints of how to close your house because they're going to be doing the title work. Title work is what you pay for and you give the buyer so that they know there are no liens on the property and it's a clear piece of property to sell. And there you can warrant that. Okay. The bank that the buyers are using, they can't divulge any information about the buyer directly, but they can tell you like when the appraisal will be done, what all of those steps are, and help you through that process. And always you have an attorney, you can have a real estate attorney look at all of your information and at least make sure that it's all legal. Okay. So with all of that said, I do want to give you a little quick pitch on my listityourself.net and why I started it. You know why I started it. It's for those people that feel that they can handle it and they want to save the money. And it's $147. And you get the booklet. It goes through every single step. You know, how to write an ad, how to make your price right, a seller's net sheet so you know exactly what you're going to be walking out of the closing with. All of that is in there. I've tried to put my 40 years of questions and answers into those packets so that you can make a good decision and you can have a smooth process if you decide that for selling reviews. You can make a good decision. And if you do decide that for sale by owner is your route, you have a guide that can get you through that. Now, if before 90 days is over and you've gone through everything that's in the packet and you decide, Michelle, this is way more than I thought it was going to be. I don't have the time for this. And now I paid this money and I want to know what to do. You contact me back. I get you in touch with a real estate agent that has been vetted and is a good real estate agent in your area. And I get you in touch with them. I send you back your $147. If you even go to my page, listyourself.net, and there's a little 6-question quiz. You can take that if you're a good candidate to see if you're a good candidate to sell your house for sale by owner. And it says you're a terrible candidate for selling your house for sale by owner. You can click a button and you can I will get you in touch with an agent right away without trying to sell your house for sale by owner. If you've decided you aren't going to sell your house for sale by owner and you don't know an agent in the area and you don't know what to do, again, there's name, address, email address, and I will get you in touch with an agent that I've already vetted so that you don't have to do that process on your own at no cost to you at all. So I think it's pretty much a win-win-win type situation. And that's what we're talking about today. I appreciate you tuning in. I value your minutes, so I'm going to get off from here. But I want you to know that if you have any questions or concerns, send me a message. I answer every single one of them on my own, and I will get right back to you. If you like the videos, click the like button below so that I can get recognition for that and we can keep doing this and everything free of charge. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Go out, sell your house, and make a great day. Thanks.